Finally tonight, Twitter. It's not just for pithy observations, dick pics, or messages to your favourite One Direction member who for some reason never responds to you. What is wrong, Liam? What part of you up don't you understand? It has also become a valuable venue for hashtag discussions on serious social issues. For instance, this week, after the release of the Ray Rice video, Twitter was the home for a national conversation about domestic violence.
On the hashtags Why I Stayed and Why I Left, brave survivors are exposing the vicious cycle of abuse.
Because every time was the last time. Hashtag Why I Stayed. And because I was pregnant and wanted my daughter to have a dad. Hashtag Why I Stayed.
Now, that is clearly a positive tool, giving victims a voice and providing everyone else a glimpse into the complicated realities of the issue. The problem is when something like this then happens.
Pizza maker DiGiorno is under fire tonight about using a Twitter hashtag about domestic violence in order to promote itself. A message saying you had pizza with the hashtag Why I Stayed.
Wow, DiGiorno, that is a fuck-up. I did not think you could do anything more viscerally offensive than produce a microwavable pizza, but I was wrong. Here is the problem. Twitter conversations and corporations don't mix. For instance, there was a tweet this week marking 9/11 saying, "Today is the 13th anniversary of 9/11. We remember those lost and honour those still fighting for freedom. Hashtag 9/11 never forget." It's a fine tweet. It's just a little weird that it came from, and this is true, Fleshlight, the famous purveyors of fake vaginas on a stick. And look, I hate to sound old-fashioned here, but when in deep grief, I don't want to hear anything from a cylinder topped with a silicone replica of a woman's genitals you can stick your dick in. You really want that cylinder to remain respectfully silent. And it wasn't just Fleshlight. The Build-A-Bear Workshop tweeted this picture of a bear wearing camouflage, and Medieval Times posted this image. Oh yes, those horses will never forget where they were on 9/11, presumably because they were in a dark basement in New Jersey being fed rotten carrots by a suburban teenager dressed as a squire. But that's not the point. That's not the point. Look, companies, your silence is never going to be controversial. No one will ever go, "I can't believe it, Skittles didn't tweet about 9/11 yesterday. They must support terrorism, I'm never eating them again." And yet, companies keep trying to get involved in conversations they have no business being in. On Martin Luther King Jr. Day, Pop Chips posted a quote referring to him as an eternal poptimist. On Pearl Harbor's anniversary, SpaghettiOs tweeted this picture of a SpaghettiO holding an American flag. And when Casey Anthony was acquitted and not guilty was trending, Enterman's got involved, tweeting, "Who's hashtag not guilty about eating all the tasty treats they want?" Not only is that offensive, it's basically pointless. The best and only advertising Enterman's needs is a circular yellow sticker that says only $1 on it. That's it. Because that's what corporations don't understand. Twitter is a cocktail party where friends and strangers can meet and chat. Corporations don't belong there. It's like having Tony the Tiger burst into a conversation and say, "They're great!" Right, guys? Whatever you were talking about. Tony, we were talking about Meghan's abortion. What is wrong with you? Why are you even here, Tony? Get out of here, Tony! So with that in mind, I would like to speak directly to corporations, because I think I have an appropriate hashtag game that I would love you to play. It's called hashtag We understand that as corporate entities our presence in certain discussions is not always required, so we will strive to limit our activities to just selling you shit. And if any of you are thinking, well, that's too long, it's not. It's exactly 140 characters, so you can't fuck it up by adding anything else. If any officially verified business tweets this, we will retweet it from our account on the solemn understanding that the next time there is a hashtag out there that seems popular, you will stay the fuck out of it.